I play with energy. I feed off the energy just to be going out there and just putting on a show. I listen to my grandfather's music before every game. Just soothe me out. This is what I gotta do. Movement of the people. I miss a hip fever. Come on. Movement of the people, yeah. Let me tell you, in the movement of the people. Love of sports came from my grandfather, I believe. He loved soccer, you know. I guess if he wasn't a musician, he'd probably be a soccer player. I guess that got passed down to my father.
Yes. His thanks, brother Jojo.
Yeah.
Man, always, when Jojo play, man touch my heartstring, you know?
The story of Nico Marley and his father and grandfather is a story of redemption. We hear Bob Marley's music and we think instantly of the positive vibrations and the gold records and the international influence. But we miss the struggle that he went through as a youth. The grinding third world poverty that he emerged from. It comes from a spirit of never backing down. It's the way that Rohan Marley began his football career, under-respected. And then, Nico is kind of a chip off of that same block. But none of us can understand what it's like to be named Marley unless you're within that skin. No one wants to be the Marley that fails.
Yeah, we're at 56 Oakwood right now, Bob Marley Museum. This is where everything as children started for us. Getting to know our father, his way of life, and the principle. This is the house where everything began. It's a pleasure to have Nico here, because he hasn't been here since he was like 9 years old. It's a great pleasure to have my sons here. What? To see the boys in the yard. Yeah, this is... Growing up in Spanish Town, being Bob Marley's son. There's not too much privilege. You don't hear about Nico, you don't hear no issues of Nico. I was considered, one of the rude boys, Bob Marley roots son, I go to America, right, and I enter into the 6th grade in America. What's popular is the Miami Dolphins, 1984, when Mark Clayton, Mark Duper, Dan Marino. I started to take a liking onto football. Like, I started to really like the game.
Rohan, who was a little bit more American than Bob Marley, than his father, fell in love with football. So that was his athletic calling.
We were a clinic at Miami.
Badass bunch of dudes that came in and danced on your field and kicked your ass. Period. I met Rohan Marley in 1991. We were in the same recruiting class at the University of Miami. First impression was, are you kidding me?
Such as being 5'8", small by any football standard. But he makes up
We talk about football. He's a 5'8" guy that 200 some pounds, and when he decided he was coming from safety, he was gonna play linebacker, we all looked and said, "Hey man, you gotta be crazy." And he was like, "Listen, I gotta be close to the line. I gotta hit him." And, oh my God, did he hit him?
If I'm the small X and you're the big tree, I'm gonna chop you down. I'm gonna bring that fire to you.
Because the funniest thing to watch this little man knock the hell out of big people. I mean, just. I still say him now, "Come on, little buddy." And that's what he always called me, "Little buddy." I mean, I'm towering on him. "Come on, little buddy, let's go play today." I mean, there was always a passion about it.
Well, I got to say, it came from my brought up and my upbringing here in Jamaica. And you're a little boy, you still have to be responsible and be man enough that you can hold your own, being able to defend your rights as a human being. And then we translate that into football. Miss PJ, my good friend Ray Lewis and I, we went to see Nico. I don't know, was it Pop One or some little game he had? Man, when every move he made, he was in the backfield. Ray told me, "Ro, we're gonna be hearing about Nico."
First of all, is his smarts. He was really a student of the game.
He's intelligent, he's quick, he's strong, he's filled with energy.
He looked just like his daddy. I mean, seek and destroy missile.
I'm 5'8". I play linebacker. People expect the 5'8" linebacker. Well, they don't expect the 5'8" linebacker, should I say.
In his sophomore year, he started asking me, about college. So I tried to tell him the reality of it.
If you read any newspaper stories about him, you'll see how it went. He got one Division I offer, and it was from Tulane.
I was in Coach Rollins' office, and he showed me this kid. He was like, "Do you like this kid?" And then every time I see him, he was hitting somebody. I'm like, "Yeah, I like this dude."
I just thought he was a hitting machine. He hit everything. He's a great tackler.
He was like, "That's Bob Marley grandson." I was like, "Man, I like that kid. We need him."
I know going to college that they're not thinking that he's going to play. They're thinking they're going to redshirt him.
Yeah, it's always hard to start a freshman. You guys who never played before, but after the first scrimmage, you just made too many plays. We knew then that we had something very special.
He's kind of a quiet guy. He kind of stays to himself, but he voices his opinion about certain things, like music in the locker room. He's like, "Y'all, this fool is trash."
His enthusiasm when he brought to the team was one of the reasons why we went to the bowl game last year.
Nico led them to their first bowl game in more than 10 years. I think there are other schools that are regretting right now that they didn't take that chance.
Stripped by number 20, Nico
This is where the blood is, This is my father's blood, sweat, and tears right out of here,
Really a humbling experience to know where it all started. Seeing when my grandfather grew up, when my father grew up, just knowing he wasn't born a legend.
Yeah, my father has given his all to humanity, his blood, sweat, and tears every day when he performed, when he lived his life. Every day was based on him doing more for people.
A lot of people want something from the Marlins, particularly here in Jamaica. It is still an impoverished nation. Marley's put things in those people's hands many times, but it's an ongoing struggle to deal with that.
The responsibility of being Bob's son, still, regardless of what you have or who you are, where you are, the responsibility of being a Marley is like you can't hide from yourself. You know what I mean? The baby stages, the baby stages. Look at that. Can you imagine how much work goes into this? A brethren said to me, you know, Rowan, there's a nice farm in Portland that I think belongs in the Marley family. I said, you know anything about coffee? They said, Mr. Marley, we've been farming coffee all our lives. I said, all right, we're in the coffee business. Coffee came about from an inspiration that I got deep within myself, being Bob Marley's son, and saying to myself, what am I going to do? You have all this teaching, you have all this goodness, now you gotta be able to continue it. And still have that passion, you know, that's still that drive like you see on the football field. Farming is patience, of course, because you don't know what the elements you're gonna face in the coming years. It's like a child, and it's how you nourish a child and how you treat a child, the child will grow from that. And this is what this is. We're now a fully certified organic farm. I want this to touch all corners of the world, you know.
My father, he'll call me a random time during the week, like, yo, you're on the beach? Always talking about running the beach.
That's a tradition, you know, you learn that from your father. Hey boy, this is where I come to the beach when I was a little boy. This is where I used to come to. Father pick you up, going to the beach. You're not going to the beach to swim. You're going to the beach to run.
The common thread that connects the three generations is this spirit for which I can't really find a word. It's my job to find the words for these things, but I can't, and it's something intrinsic within them.
Passion, really. I think it's more passion that makes us do what we do. Making people proud, making something for myself, having a foundation, doing it as my father and my grandfather did it.
One love, one heart.
I want Nico to continue to excel in school, but I also want him to enjoy his passion. Love what he's doing and have fun. And take it from there.
One heart, give thanks and
Nico Marley has a chance of getting into an NFL camp or a rookie camp, you know, a few years in the future.
I think, he's going to force them to give him a look.
We have to have tangible hopes. And once you have tangible hopes, we can make those hopes become reality. You know, that's why we come from 56 Hope Road. Hope Road, man. You hear Bob Marley say, Hope Road, this is Hope Road, where hopes and dreams are fulfilled.
One heart, let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart, and praise to Jah, and He will